Hello, friends, family, and well-wishers. I want to talk today in my very first Easter egg video breakdown of a WandaVision Easter egg that everyone missed. So with Agatha all along right around the corner, I want to talk about this Easter egg from WandaVision that no breakdown channel caught. So if you're doing a rewatch right now, this will make your rewatch just a wee bit sweeter. And when I say no one caught it, I mean absolutely no one. So not Heavy Spoilers, not Screen Crush, not New Rockstars, not even the Marvel Wiki. So I rewatched all their coverage of Episode 7, and none of them noticed this detail. I'll drop a little spoiler warning for WandaVision Episode 7, NBC's Community as kind of a whole and general concept, Gravity Falls, Episode 5 just a wee bit, and I guess Lucky Charms breakfast cereal history. It's all relevant to the WandaVision Easter egg, trust me. So before I get into the WandaVision Easter egg, I want to cover something called fictionalized product displacement. The WandaVision Easter egg may or may not be a case of this, but it is when a show or movie has to use a product for a scene and they cannot use the official branded product. This could be to branding or logo rights usage. They can't get permission to use the product. It'll be shown in a negative way. There are a whole bunch of reasons, but in this case, when the production really wants to use a product and they don't have the rights, they can either go two routes. One is called unbranded product displacement, where they digitally blur the logos or cover them up with stickers, or the case I'm going to be talking about right now is fictionalized product displacement. That's where they substitute a fictional brand that looks kind of like the intended product, and maybe you could misinterpret it at a quick glance. So here's my spoiler for NBC Community. They famously use the independent studio services ultra-generic brand of potato chips called Let's for this. But in typical Community fashion, they subvert this by calling direct attention to the fictional brand and building up the mythos around it in the show. It's the favorite chip of the study group members. They make a commercial and jingle for the product, and one of the side characters, you can still find it on YouTube, has a video for the review of the product. So in this case, I'm not sure if it applies. I think they wanted to use an older product, but you'll see it when I talk about the Easter egg itself. So let me delve a little bit more into the WandaVision Easter egg. It does have to do with a fictional product used in Episode 7, Breaking the Fourth Wall. And I really want to make this video to call it the genius of the prop maker for Episode 7, who is, let me alt-tab quickly to IMDb, Josh Kilcone. The fictionalized product was probably not entirely his call, but he did a great job hiding this little detail so well that every major Easter egg video breakdown channel completely missed it. I'll get into the Easter egg by showing you a clip of it from the episode.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. It's probably just a case of the Mondays.
I hear you, Wanda. Mondays for everyone. So the Easter egg does involve that box of cereal she's holding. If you look around the internet and any of the other Easter egg video breakdowns on the Sugar Snap cereal, they'll bring up one of these two right here on the screen. So they'll either say it's a reference to Thanos' Snap, the Sugar Snaps, or the clown on the Sugar Snaps box is a reference to the circus Wanda Maximoff created in the previous episode where she turned all the sword agents into clowns or circus performers. But this Easter egg is a lot more interesting and goes a lot deeper than that. So let me give you a few hints if you want to kind of figure it out for yourself. So hint number one is look to the Marbits. Behind the clown to the cereal pieces. Breakfast cereal aficionados will recognize some signature Lucky Charms oat pieces and marshmallow bits, or Marbits, as they call them at General Mills. You can see some rainbows, red balloons, purple horseshoes, pink hearts. But then you start noticing things are off about it. There's one shooting star that looks washed out in pink. There's the clover in that yellow hat is blue. And didn't I just say the balloons are supposed to be red and not green? Are these generic Marbits? Is this like an off-brand cereal they used? I did email General Mills about this, and they did send a link to a helpful brief guide to Lucky Charms history. I'll post the link in the description, but the Marbit pieces I was looking for from that Sugar Snaps box are not mentioned there. It does give a lot of interesting information, so they introduced about 40 Marbits over the years, so it's quite a hunt to find them. And the chart from General Mills doesn't have any of the ones from Wanda's cereal on here, and the link doesn't either. You can find out cool fun facts like the first marshmallow bits in Lucky Charms in 1964 were the pink hearts, orange stars, yellow moons, and green clovers. So, which are the ones on Wanda's Sugar Snaps box? And let me just go ahead, I'll drop a marker here for the people who want to cheat and just zoom right to what the big Easter egg is without all the fun research history I went through to get to the Easter egg. So, let's go into the big Easter egg that these channels missed. So, here it is. The Marbits on the Sugar Snaps box are from a 2017 run of Lucky Charms called Mixed Up Marshmallows. They're all there. The pink shooting stars, the green balloon, and the yellow hat with the blue cover, all there. The cereal is even era appropriate for the 2000s-ish era Modern Family style episode of WandaVision, and it also reinforces the theme of magic accidentally warping objects. There are even deeper parallels with WandaVision and this run of Lucky Charms cereal than I expected when I dug up the commercial for Mix Up Marshmallows. So go ahead, and here is the commercial for it here.
All right, is everybody buckled in?
I have a bad feeling about this. Are you sure?
No! A perfect run.
Guys, all your colors are mixed up. Everybody back in.
I think I look good. Magically delicious Lucky Charms cereal, now with mixed up marshmallows, part of a good breakfast.
Okay, yeah. So just like in WandaVision, if you notice, the Lucky Charms commercial warps their characters through their appearance in different eras. So on the far left, you have how Lucky looks in the commercial and how he looks on the box of cereal. In the middle, however, you have, for a brief few seconds when he was in the Gravitron, he warps into how he looked originally in 1964. You can see the black and white version of him in the commercial at the bottom, and it's very similar to how they do it in WandaVision. Agatha and Wanda just warp through different areas, just like in this commercial. And if you want to do kind of a deeper nitty-gritty dive, the back of the Lucky Charms box shows a few of the Marbits kind of distraught, and the main character in complete agony and anguish over the plight of the people who have been changed. Once again, reading probably too much into it, but a fun little interesting detail, once again, that I didn't expect to find when doing a deeper dive on this. And while I'm here, just because I spent so long staring at this box looking for additional Easter eggs, something that Josh might have hidden elsewhere, I just want to break down the other panels of the cereal box. So side one is the marshmallow treat recipe. It doesn't look like there's anything hidden here. It looks like your standard really short recipe ingredient list and then really quick instructions that are on kind of all cereals from that era. They're on boxes now. The ingredient list I copy and pasted there on the right hand side of the screen is actually from the Lucky Charms website itself, and for the people who are getting hungry from all this talk of cereal bars, and desserts, I'll go ahead and post a link to that too, so you can make your own Lucky Charms cereal bars. On the back of the Sugar Snaps box is a maze, and I don't have the best resolution images, but from what I can see, it might be the case where the maze is unsolvable. Don't quote me on this, but if this is the case, this would be exactly like the Gravity Falls episode 5, The Inconveniencing. There's a little bit where one of the characters is sucked into a cereal box, and the back of it really quick shows a maze that also cannot be solved. So you can't get to the escape in that maze there, and I'm guessing that Wanda cannot reach her goal in that cereal box maze. Once again, don't quote me on it, just a fun detail if it's true. And lastly, we have the nutrition facts. So a closer look at that reveals there's only 2 servings per container. This may be the case where Wanda is seen only eating 2 bites of sugar snaps during the entire episode, or maybe the prop maker just got lazy and used nutrition facts from a travel-sized box of cereal. If that's the case, I'm taking back every single one of the compliments I gave you earlier. Prop maker Josh, I'm calling you out! So that's it. It's just, I really wanted to talk about this little Easter egg that no one else covered, seemed to notice, or talked about. I thought it was an absolutely genius piece by Josh. So thank you all for watching. As I mentioned before, this is my first foray into a deep dive YouTube video, and now I get to say the all-powerful words, like and subscribe. So I'll post all these links in the description as well, but here are the things I usually post on. I'm occasionally active on Twitter, and yes, I don't like what Elon's done to it either. I occasionally stream games on Twitch. I have photos and Black Velvet paintings I post to Instagram. And DeviantArt I do use to post the paintings, and yes, I hate what AI has done to that site. I'll be making more videos to this very YouTube channel in the future. I didn't list that here. It's at the very bottom, so please, like, subscribe. If you want to support me, great. I would love that. If you want to break out your phone and scan that QR code, that's my PayPal. I am still setting up my Patreon. That's why I didn't say submit to my Patreon. It's still in process. If you want to go to the link, I do have a few tiers set up, but it's not in final form yet. I was busy making this video in advance of Agatha All Along. And a little bit more about me, if you want to see a tad bit more of me in other videos. One of my paintings is in the Treehouse of Horror episode from 2 years ago, season 34, episode 5. You'll see that very killer clown from outer space, Krusty, in the credits. I also appear with my paintings in the Atari Game Over documentary about the Alamogordo dig in New Mexico. And most recently, I'm in Seth Meyers' Corrections episode 90, where I haunted him with a Black Velvet painting of Mac Tonight. So thank you all, and if you made it this far, I have a little preview on my next video. So I'm going to be doing a kind of a parallel discussion of Disney's Owl House and Deep Space Nine. You'll need familiarity with the Owl House to know this breakdown video, but I'm going to be doing a deep dive on how 2 witches parallel 2 main DS9 characters. So please join me for that video when it's posted, and yes, like, subscribe. Thank you all for listening, and I will see y'all next time.